Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. The price of gas has risen sharply across the world following an attack on Qatar's Ras Laffan energy complex. Qatar's Prime Minister says strikes on the facility are a very dangerous escalation by the Iranians and demands an immediate end to attacks. The UK, France, Germany and allies have condemned Iran's attacks on civilian infrastructure and called on Tehran to stop its threats to vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. Earlier in a strongly worded post, Donald Trump warned Iran against further attacks in Qatar, writing, "The United States knew nothing about this particular attack and the country of Qatar was in no way, shape or form involved with it, nor did it have any idea that it was going to happen."
I haven't picked up your language, so the next time you come, I'll have your language mastered. All right, go
Japan's
ahead.
Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi has met with the US leader Donald Trump days after his calls for allies to help secure the war-stricken Strait of Hormuz went largely unanswered. The three-day visit to Washington is a chance to talk trade and deepen the US-Japan alliance ahead of Trump's diplomatic trip to China, which has now been postponed because of the war. The topic of the war is likely to overshadow the meeting between Trump and Sanae Takaichi, which is shaping up to be a test of the friendship between the two leaders.
We don't need much. We don't need anything. I mean, honestly, we don't need anything from Japan or from anyone else, but I think it's appropriate that people step up. In the case of Japan, I hear they get more than 90% of their oil through the strait, so that's a big reason to step up.
The Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda have agreed to take concrete steps to ease tensions amid a stalled peace process after talks hosted by the US in Washington. Conflict in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo has continued despite the two countries signing a peace deal with US President Donald Trump last year. The pledge to ease tensions comes after the US earlier this month sanctioned the Rwandan Defense Forces and 4 senior officials and accused Rwanda of directly supporting the M23 rebel group, blaming it for escalating the conflict. A joint statement by Democratic Republic of Congo, Rwanda and the US says they have agreed to a series of coordinated steps to de-escalate tensions and advance progress on the ground. Chad's president has ordered the military to retaliate against any future attacks from Sudan following a drone attack that killed at least 17 people and injured several other people attending a funeral. Wearing military uniform, President Idris Mohamed Deby convened an emergency security meeting on Wednesday evening where he ordered the military to be on high alert. He also ordered a total closure of the border with Sudan. He described the attack targeting the border town of Tine as outrageous and a blatant aggression against Chad's territorial integrity. He said that it had happened despite warnings to the two sides battling each other in Sudan and a previous closure of the border.
Es un acercamiento del rey que reconocemos.
Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum has invited King Felipe of Spain to the FIFA World Cup, signaling a thawing of relations between the two nations. Sheinbaum wrote that the sporting event, being hosted jointly by Mexico, the US and Canada, would provide a timely opportunity to evoke the depth and unique character of the ties between Mexico and Spain. News of the invitation comes after the monarch acknowledged there had been a lot of abuse during the Spanish conquest of the territory that would become Mexico. Spain's colonization of the Americas has become a thorny issue in recent years. Kevin Spacey has agreed an out-of-court settlement with 3 men who had sued the actor after accusing him of sexual assault. The civil cases had been due to go to trial at the High Court later this year, but those proceedings have now been frozen following the settlement. The men alleged that Spacey assaulted them between 2000 and 2013. The Oscar winner denies all allegations of wrongdoing. He was separately cleared of 9 sexual offence charges at a criminal trial in 2023. And Jesse Holmes has won his second consecutive Iditarod trail sled dog race in Nome in Alaska. The former reality TV star completed the roughly 1,000-mile course in 9 days, 7 hours and 32 minutes. As this year's winner, Holmes received an $80,000 prize. He made his Iditarod debut in 2018 and has competed every year since, earning 5 top 10 finishes in addition to his 2 victories. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.